Okay, this video is for GM9 a SIG oven or GM9 ASIG oven, but their question is how do I stay focused on a personal? It's a personal training program, right? They're training by themselves, and they spend time juggling, and then they transition away, and then they just end up shooting on goal. So they're looking sounds like for a plan, right? You want to maybe a little bit of a routine that you can stay focused on. And man, I love this question. It's like this is my specialty, right? So I think the thing, you want to keep it as fun, right? And if you're someone who gets easily distracted, that's okay. I am too. And the way that you could solve this is by getting one of these skills kick trainers. This will take your game to the next level. So what you could start to do is rotations, right? Rotations or circuits, right? You could do, right? Let's say you start with juggling, right? And then you could transition to this ball on a rope, right? Skills kick trainer. What this is going to do is going to cram months of training into days or weeks, and it's because instead of spending time either chasing a ball or traveling to places where you can train, you can bring this everywhere you go. It's going to help increase the volume of your touches. It's going to improve your timing, coordination, rhythm, ball striking, passing, shooting, right? It's kind of like an all-in-one. It's, in my opinion, the best training tool for soccer players, other than a heavy ball. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a second. So, right, this is a skills SKLZ kick trainer. I would absolutely, at the end of this video, buy one of these for 20 bucks. You cannot beat it. Right, so you could, instead of, there's nothing wrong with losing focus in the drill that you're doing or the exercise that you're doing. So let's say you start out with juggling, and then let's say there's a wall there, so you spend some time playing with the wall, and then you go to do some shooting. What you want to do is start to make a loop, right, a circle of all these exercises, and then this is just another thing that you could throw into that rotation. Right, so you go from juggling, you could go do some wall ball, and then you throw this into the mix, and then we're going to add some more things into your rotation that you can start to do. It's just a simple circuit. It's a smart training circuit. So definitely throw this into the mix. The second thing that's going to make your training more fun is by training with a heavy ball and a light ball. And the reason why is because the light ball, this tennis ball, it'll work precision, and this ball, this heavy ball, it's a 2.2 pound ball by Champion Barbell, right? Reactor. This is gonna work power, and when you combine these two together, it's gonna sharpen your touch. It's gonna make you more dangerous on the field, right? So when you're juggling, you could start just getting a nice rhythmic pattern, and the goal is actually to get into your breathing, right? Find a nice rhythm. Just be very relaxed. Come on, baby. There we go. Right, get into a nice state of deep relaxation, breathing. And then once you drop it, you switch to the light ball. And then just keep alternating, and then when you lose focus or you want to switch it up, then you go over to the wall and you get some touches on the wall, and then you could spend some time shooting, right? So there's nothing wrong with what you're doing at all, right? Keep on doing that. Even if you lose focus, you just hop onto something else. So I would actually encourage, right? There's nothing wrong with that. The next thing you could do is get one of those little, they're 10-gallon brute barrels, right? But you don't have to use a brute barrel. You find a trash bin, or you find a basket, hamper, whatever, anything that you could aim to as a target, and which you could start to add to your rotation is the barrel game. And all it is juggling, right? You want to juggle towards a target, right? You're going to try to get it into the barrel, right? So you go like this. See that? Okay. Right, so let's say you spend time juggling, you spend some time kicking that ball and rope, you do some wall touches, you could do shooting, and then you could go right into this thing. Right, just like that. And then you go left foot, no bounce. Then you go both feet alternating. Then you go right thigh. Then you go left thigh. Then you go both thighs alternating. Then you could do any touch you want. Right, so that's just it's a simple progression. If you have some, you could do a bounce, right? You could have beginners do a bounce in between each touch, and then you could start to make it to make the barrels farther apart or closer together to make it easier or harder. You could start to carry things in your hands to make it a little bit more challenging. And that's a fun game. You could start playing with friends and family, and you race, right? You race, both of you start with the right foot. You're racing to see who can get it in the barrel or basket first. So that's a great game that will take, it's fun, right? So if it's fun, you're gonna be relaxed. If you're gonna be relaxed and it's fun and you're getting a lot of good touches, it's gonna give you the ability to, when you get on the field, if you practice that game a lot, you're gonna start to be able to run the whole length of the field while juggling the ball, and that's super helpful when you get to playing. Hey, good. So barrel game, right? So you could start making circuits of all these, and that's going to take your game to the next level. Because instead of looking at this as a bad thing that you're losing focus, that's a good thing. You want to just switch the activities and make it fun, right? Just go in a circle and just have fun with it, right? Very relaxed. And I hope this helps. Reach out if you got any questions, and thanks for your time. Okay.